It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. First for the Heat. And looking at the Nets.
Guys, now with the Nets and the Knicks both playing in New York, it's just added to the rivalry that was already pretty strong to start with. But it's interesting, if you're from Brooklyn and you grew up rooting for the Knicks, who do you cheer for now? It's probably divided some households, a lot of rivalries in families alone. It should be interesting as this team takes further root in Brooklyn.
Now here's Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. 3 on 3.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Van Horn. He's covered by Brown. Here's Gill. 6 to shoot. Cassell. Williams, a screen on Hardaway. Here's Cassell. That's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Williams against Mourning. Lays it up and banks it in. And back to this Knicks-Nets rivalry. The Knicks, Clark, are considered the more established dominant team, but over the last decade, the Nets actually have the better winning percentage, and that might come as a surprise to some. They've beaten the Knicks when you look at games head-to-head, and Clark have had more playoff success.
Yeah, when you crunch the numbers, clearly the Nets are considered the upstarts, but the fact remains over the last decade, as you said, Kevin, they've been the better team, and I think whoever you root for, with both of them playing at a high level, it's a great time to be a Hoops fan in New York.
Well said, it is.
A lot of people picked the Heat to run away with the East last year, and they were right on target. They were just so far and away better than any other team in the East that you just didn't see them losing much during the course of the season.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Brown. The 3. Gill with the rebound. It's the Nets now. The pass to Cassell. With the lead pass. And Williams gets it to go on the assist from Cassell. Williams has got his first 2 points.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Hardaway dishes to Mourning. Back to Hardaway. Fires from the... Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And an ideal finish to the quarter for them as he drains it at the buzzer.
Boy, I like the fact he didn't rush it at all. Fantastic shot.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Heat. They lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
On defense, the Heat. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yes, guys, the Brooklyn Nets going all in this season. With a team payroll of about $100 million, they have an additional luxury tax bill of around $75 million. Guys, the owner's sparing no expense in constructing this roster. But no question, a high burden of expectation for what they'll achieve. It's championship or bust.
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
And the defense just lets him go there. And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back, straight to the rack.
The Heat trail by 3. Mourning with the screen. Down low. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set and did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about two former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these two teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those two.
You're right.
Yeah.
A good one brewing there.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this one. New Jersey making a switch here. And the second free throw, good. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Douglas against Hardaway. And it's Harris off the drive. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've got it going now. Above 60% shooting for the night, and it's going to be tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
9 seconds left in the first half. And here's Douglas. And that one's good.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Nets lead by 2. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's halftime. I'm Damon Bruce. Out at Pepsi Center, the action has been good. The Nets are fighting for control so far. Excellent bench production. The second string coming in, knocking down the shots. Also, Miami looking good in the first half. With 2 quarters left to play, they've been an offensive juggernaut, scoring with impunity. Alonzo Mourning has been productive. They've also been getting some great help from Tim Hardaway. And that's all there is to it. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now it's time to send you back out for the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Here's Cassell. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Williams, a screen on Hardaway. Knocked loose. Cassell kicks to Williams. Here's Gill. And down it goes. Jamming that one home. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Out to Hardaway. Here's the 3. And it's Hardaway again missing. New Jersey leading by 4. Pass to Cassell. And it's going to be out of bounds. New Jersey will retain possession. Here's Williams. Passes it to Cassell. Here's Gill. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Cassell, no good. The Heat trail by 4. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Morning, a screen on Cassell. Hardaway passes to Brown. Here's Mashburn. The three-pointers right on target.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
40 seconds left in the third. Cassell against Hardaway. Here's Kittles. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
He dishes it to Morning. And it's thrown down long with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Pass to Cassell. Right side, Williams. Gets it to go. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go. Left side, Hardaway. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Nets. They're up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today. Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
The Nets with the lead. Doubled by Hardaway. The pass to Gill. On the wing, Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Van Horn. The shot will not go. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Hardaway. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Terrible defense for both teams. Just atrocious.
Yeah, it's been awful, Steve. I don't know any other way to say it, and I'm sure both teams will get an earful from their coaches.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
He's definitely the guy they want at the line in this situation. He loves these kinds of moments.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Williams a screen on Hardaway. Gatling, he's covered by Brown. Here's Gatling. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Boy, they almost tied it up with that shot.
Boy, they're this close here in the fourth quarter, scrapping back into it.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Mashburn. Here's Leonard. Nails the tray.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Here's Cassell. Clark, no room for error.
Kevin,
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
He passes to Gill. Fades back. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. New Jersey making a switch here. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Brooklyn making some changes. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Evans. And the Nets miss again. Now Brown. Releases. Missed. And so it's Miami winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.